My name is Monique, and this is actually my first YouTube video that I am putting on YouTube on my new YouTube channel called Life with Hospice. The reason why I am starting this channel is because I have been a hospice nurse for 5 years, and I have seen the same things over and over again with my hospice families to where they feel like they don't have the education or the support to get through the hospice experience, which is absolutely the most difficult time that you'll ever face in your life. And I just feel like I want to get the word out there, get the education out there, because education is power when it comes to working with hospice patients and families. I want to empower hospice families to be able to take care of their loved ones. Caregiving is absolutely one of the most difficult jobs that you'll ever do in your lifetime. It's not like you can work 8 to 5 and then you're off. It is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And a lot of times caregivers don't even get a day off, not even one. The reason this is, and I find it with a lot of the patients and families that I deal with, is that families do one of two things during that difficult time in a family's life. And either one, they come together and uh, they do schedules and allow the caregiver, the main caregiver, to get a break every now and again, which I do see a lot, and it is a wonderful, wonderful situation for that hospice family and that hospice patient. But unfortunately, a lot of times I see the exact opposite. When a family member goes into hospice, they'll be the primary caregiver, usually the spouse, not always, but a lot of times the spouse, sometimes children of an elderly hospice patient. And then all of a sudden the family completely disappears. That hospice nurse, social worker, chaplain, aide, they're the only resources that caregiver even has, because everybody else has seemed to disappear. So anyway, part of this series that I want to put together is to kind of help give actually both types of hospice families, the ones that have the support, but especially the ones that don't have the support, to help give them that support, give them the support, give them the know-how to, because sometimes too, like that hospice nurse and those hospice caregivers will come in and they'll do that teaching, but during that time, it is so difficult for a caregiver to even retain very much of the information because like when the brain is under that much stress, sometimes you only can retain 5 to 10% of what is being told to you. So once that hospice person leaves, then you're left with just you and your hospice and your loved one, and you just feel isolated and alone. And so I really just want to create a resource for you to come to where you can learn. And because again, like I said before, learning and education is power when it comes to this kind of situation. Because in the medical field, a lot of times people will be like, oh, of course, it's so easy to know these things, but it's not. If you're not in the medical field and you've never, been anywhere near the medical field, you're not gonna know these things. So this channel is a place where I want you to be able to come and get the information that you need. I plan to put on videos that have everything from what hospice is, if hospice is right for you and your loved one, medications maybe that we use in hospice that you're not sure about, down to diseases that people go on to hospice for, and just kind of give you some information on those, especially, if your loved one has that disease. But I also like to help give you hospice techniques of how to take care of a hospice patient, the physical nature of it. So there's lots of things that I would love to cover with this series, and it's for you. It's to help you get through this most difficult time. I don't want this to be one-sided. I want to know from you what kind of information that you feel like you really need out there. I have an email address now. It's called Monique at lifewithhospice.com. Email me there and send me questions, any kind of subject matter that you would like me to do a video on so I can help prepare you in any area that you're needing. If you're really wanting to learn more about hospice and what it means to be on hospice, subscribe to my channel. If you have anybody that might be looking at hospice and wondering if it's right for them, share this with them, and hopefully this will give them the education that they need to make that decision. See you next time.